who he is tied with on 24 majors apiece. Jannik Sinner also trying to create a bit of history of his own and make it through to the very first major final of his career. But in order to do so, he has to go through the ultimate challenge. And of course, of late, he has challenged him well. He has beaten Novak on 2 occasions, but that's 2 out of 3 sets. This is Rod Laver Arena. Djokovic is 10 times a champion. Let's welcome the players to center stage.
Men's singles semi-finals action. Would you please welcome to Rod Laver Arena from Italy, Jannik Sinner. Their opponent this afternoon. Please welcome from Serbia, Novak Djokovic.
Well, I was listening ever so closely to the sound of the applause there, and it seems like a top-ranked player edged out Sinner in the applause department. There's so much to look forward to in this one, and delighted to have both John Fitzgerald and Wally Sewer alongside me on the call. What a privilege it is to watch these two guys go at it hammer and tongs.
Your excitement is palpable, Robbie, and so it should be, and we are privileged. This is hey, we still don't pay for these seats we've got here, and we get the privilege to sit here and watch these great players, truly great players. I know it's an overused adjective sometimes, but in this case, it's absolutely true. To see this man towards the back end of his career still vying for these major championships is incredible, and we've got a young gun that's going to take it to him today.
Okay. So, gentlemen, there's going to be a picture, please, after the coin toss behind, okay? We have the net unit. Live ELC, most of the close calls are going to be shown on the big screen. 25 seconds between points. I call the score. I start the clock. Towel, you have red and you have blue. If you have any questions. No?
I have the blue, right?
Yes. Yeah. Your choice is going to be AO or Ivan Gulagong. AO. Ivan Gulagong.
I'll choose this side.
You choose this side.
I serve.
You serve. Okay. Picture. Behind, please.
Of course, celebrating the 50th anniversary of Ivan Gulagong's 1974 win here at the Australian Open. No one's won this title more than this man, the GOAT, in many people's books. And of course, just a correction, it's Nick Monroe who is down courtside today. We've upgraded from Wally Masur. And I think a good time to welcome Nick to the party. Nick, what are conditions like down there?
Hey guys, thanks a lot. Yeah, I mean we're at 22 degrees Celsius, but it definitely feels warmer, you know. And I think it was interesting when Novak was playing Taylor Fritz in the heat, the first set. It'd be interesting to see how he comes out, you know, in that first set against Taylor Fritz. He had a little bit of the sniffles, maybe wasn't moving as well. The heat seemed to be getting to him a little bit. But yeah, it's a warm one down here, and the ball will be firing, that's for sure. Yeah,
it'll be coming hot off both of these players' rackets. Sinner has cruised through to the semi-finals, yet to drop a set, comfortable against the two Dutchmen in the opening 2 rounds. Dispatched of Baez comfortably. Rublev, he was well tested. Of course, that second set tiebreak was a crucial one. He was down 5-1, won 6 points on the bounce, and there's a chance that that one might have gone deep, but he has navigated his way pretty comfortably through to the stage. Djokovic, on the other hand, he's been tested early on from the very first match he played, Fitzy.
Yeah, I'm not convinced he was 100% into it the first 2 matches, and that might sound a bit strange. But, you know, when you've done this so many times, I assume that it is hard to get up 100% every single time you walk out onto that court.
Yeah, well said.
But he did enough, and I think he has had a few sniffles. He hasn't been 100%. He's been maybe a couple of percentage points off his best. But he found a way to win, and he has the record to prove that as the tournament goes on, he gets better. And he looked confident when he walked out. Sinner, I've only seen play one match here, Robbie, but he was astoundingly good in that match. It was against Baez early on in the tournament, but now he's got a serious test.
Well, the longest match that he did play, Novak Djokovic, was in the first round against Dino Prismic of Croatia. 4 hours and a minute. The one against Taylor Fritz was 3 hours and 45. He spent almost 4 hours more on court than what Jannik has. Now, important to look into the head-to-head. Djokovic leads the overall series 4-2, but 2 of the last 3 have gone the way of Sinner. Davis Cup final, and of course it beat Novak in the round-robin stages at the season-ending finale. Does that hold any weight, Fitzy?
Well, I think you have to discuss it, and it is in the discussion. I mean, if any time you beat this man Djokovic, it's memorable. But they were best of 3 sets, and to me, the best of 5 set clash usually delivers the best player as the winner most of the time. Exponentially, I think it's harder to beat these great players over 5 than it is over 3. But I think he's getting there. He's close. This man's been in the semi-final 10 times, Djokovic, and he's never lost at that stage of the tournament. So this is the stage where you've got to stop him, I think, if you're Jannik Sinner this year, certainly. And can he do it? Yes. But I'll probably believe it when I see it.
Yeah, well said. Well, the fact that Sinner has been able to get a couple of wins of late against Djokovic is testimony that there is no doubt a chance. And as they say in any honest accounting, training is the cake, but belief is the icing. And sometimes that thin smear of frosting can make all the difference. And we'll see today if the Italian can do something that he has never been able to do before. Make it through to a major final and beat Novak at a major.
Is the great man Rod Laver, one of my heroes, Robbie, and probably yours, I'm guessing, as well. He and Ken Rosewall were my 2 heroes way back. This stadium named after Rod, and it's great to see him front and center.
So we are almost set to go, folks. Djokovic versus Sinner. They have been the 2 best players on tour for the last 6 months. It's a battle of generations. Djokovic today trying to make his penultimate step to climb into a galaxy of his own in the tennis universe as he edges ever closer to number 25. Sinner too is chasing a piece of his own history as he bids to become the first Italian player ever to reach an Australian Open singles final. Can Djokovic stem this tide of bristling, youthful aggression? Well, we're about to find out.
Jannik Sinner to serve. Ready, play.
Here we go.